feel bad for Jennifer, but I will say she is a magnet for being scammed. She just had an entire documentary about getting scammed from some other guy, and I don't know, there's just something about Jennifer that she just doesn't have street smarts like that.
Listen, Jennifer Williams, there's something I need to tell you.
You in danger, girl.
Turns out the rumors were right. Christian Gold really didn't have any money and was depending on Jennifer Williams for support. Once the court told him to pay what he owed, he suddenly vanished and stopped showing up. Meanwhile, Jennifer kept standing by him and defending his name. Now she's coming to terms with the fact that she may have been pulled into another financial scam. And as expected, Evelyn Lozada is not letting her forget it anytime soon.
I have common sense and I have discernment and I have learned from these mistakes that I've made.
If you've been watching Basketball Wives, you probably felt sorry for Jennifer Williams at some point. Her love life has been full of problems. Almost every man she's dated has brought stress, drama, or disappointment. Things became so messy that she even created a documentary about being tricked by a former boyfriend. It was called My True Scam Story, and it showed how deeply she was hurt after realizing she had been deceived again. Sadly, it seems like history may be repeating itself with her current husband, Christian Gold. When Jennifer and Christian first shared their relationship with the public and later announced their engagement, everything looked glamorous. Christian presented himself as a wealthy investor and successful trader who understood the financial world. He talked about big deals, major profits, and living a luxury lifestyle. On social media and in interviews, he acted like a confident businessman who had it all figured out. Jennifer supported that image and often spoke about them as if they were a strong, successful couple building an empire together. However, problems soon began to surface. After their engagement in August 2023, they planned a beautiful wedding in Paris for September 14, 2024. But those plans were shaken when Christian was sentenced to 15 days in jail for violating his probation. He also faced issues for failing to pay restitution connected to a past legal case. Despite all of this, Jennifer stayed by his side. She made sure they still traveled to Paris and went through with the wedding. According to reports, she even helped cover the money he owed. The situation became even more troubling when Christian told her the restitution amount was $250,000. He asked Jennifer to help him pay it. For many people watching, this raised serious questions. Once again, Jennifer appeared to be financially supporting a man who promised success but delivered complications instead. While she seems determined to keep her marriage intact, many fans worry she may be ignoring warning signs all over again.
And then, of course, the situation we talked about with me and parole and still paying restitution.
Yeah.
It's an astronomical amount that I have to give to them in order to make sure I'm off. And we're talking a little under $250,000.
Once news of his arrest went public, people online started looking through the court records. That's when they discovered the truth. The restitution he owed was not even close to the number he had mentioned. Instead of $250,000, the real amount was only $12,500, which he and his attorney later confirmed. Naturally, many people began asking how he came up with such a huge figure. It seemed like he expected Jennifer to hand over the money simply because she wanted to be his wife. Even with these warning signs, she chose to move forward with the marriage. Now the consequences are catching up. Last year, several individuals who invested their savings into Christian's trading business decided to take legal action. They trusted him because of the wealthy image he presented and the confident way he spoke about profits. Once they transferred their funds, he stopped responding. There were no updates or clear answers. Occasionally, he would return a small portion using money from new investors, encouraging them to keep the rest invested. It followed the pattern of a typical Ponzi scheme.
So in March, my husband and I looked at each other and we said, something don't sound right. Because if he's got all this money, and I'm going to tell you, our project accounts at this time, I think they were all running, and when we totaled it up in March, it was like $1.1 million equally between all of them. So we're like, there's no way he can't pull from this and give us yes, and I do have receipts of all of this.
Christian did not show up to defend himself in court, So the judge ruled in favor of the person who sued him. The original claim was for $120,000, and the court awarded that full amount as damages. On top of that, he was found responsible under Georgia's RICO laws, which deal with organized fraud. Because of that ruling, the judge ordered him to pay $367,625, 3 times the original amount. What makes this even more surprising is that, before the decision was announced, Christian and Jennifer were doing interviews and speaking publicly about his supposed success. They claimed he was worth $8 million and insisted he had no reason to cheat anyone. When Evelyn questioned their story and accused Jennifer of being dishonest, Christian fired back at her. He also said Jennifer planned to leave Basketball Wives so they could launch their own reality show and build an even bigger brand together.
I can tell you, I don't give a damn how many producers, executives are on this fucking live. How many times have y'all called me and I'm like, yo, I'm not filming? Because I don't do all that bullshit. All that shit is all that salacious shit that y'all want to put out on it and to chastise a black man and make me look like a villain. I never wanted to do it. But I did it because my wife is really the one with the storyline. When we're talking about her and this Evelyn, she's the one with the real storyline. So of course I'm going to show up, and I'm looking at things for the future, and I'm saying, okay, what is the next step for my wife to get off of Basketball Wives for us to go into something different? Maybe like get our own.
Has anyone heard from Christian lately? Not a single word. He hasn't even shown off his flashy cars or jewelry like he used to. Meanwhile, Jennifer is still standing by him, defending him at every turn. She shared posts highlighting other investors praising Christian and insisted that anyone criticizing him was just a hater. She made it seem like the negative attention had nothing to do with his actions and was only meant to hurt their relationship. Even with all the warning signs, Jennifer continues to support him, showing just how committed she is to keeping their marriage intact despite the chaos around them.
When it comes to my marriage, it's something that I am going to defend at all costs, because leave him out of it. I'm on the show, and if you have an issue with me, that's fine, but I don't understand why women always have to bring up someone's husband, and especially when you ain't got one for me to talk about.
Jennifer Williams has been trying to act like everything is fine in her marriage, but insiders say the reality is very different. As soon as Christian Gold realized he would have to pay a large sum of money, he allegedly disappeared. Reports suggest he moved to Las Vegas, leaving Jennifer behind to deal with the financial mess he created. Even if he had stayed, sources claim he never had the money to cover anything. The truth is, Jennifer has been the one expected to pay, especially now that they are married. She may have done it out of love or naivety, but with Christian gone, the burden falls entirely on her. Jennifer has some financial resources from her divorce settlement with Eric Williams, the sale of her gyms, and her hair extension business. However, much of her income came from Basketball Wives, which has ended. She reportedly does not own property and has been renting her home since the show premiered, so she doesn't have a significant portfolio to rely on. The sudden responsibility for Christian's debts is overwhelming and comes at a time when she is trying to rebuild her life. Sources say she is considering moving out of Los Angeles to leave the drama behind, but the internet is not forgiving. Many feel she should have stopped after paying the initial $12,500 restitution, or at least stayed quiet instead of defending Christian as victims spoke out. Jennifer is smart and practical, often focused on ensuring her own financial stability, but her loyalty to Christian may cost her more in the long run. Her unwavering support for him, despite the red flags, has put her in a vulnerable position. Some predict that once federal authorities get involved, both Christian and Jennifer could face serious legal consequences because she publicly defended his schemes. While she might not have started the scam, her active support indirectly helped him take money from others. Fans and critics are left wondering if Jennifer will finally realize the cost of blindly standing by someone who has repeatedly caused harm. This situation is a harsh reminder that sometimes love and loyalty can lead to serious consequences when combined with deception and financial schemes. Jennifer now faces a reality she may not have fully prepared for, and the road ahead will likely be much harder than she imagined.